I'm a huge fan of tactical RPGs, but I totally understand how a newcomer to the genre may find their introduction a bit overwhelming. At worst, titles with overly complicated gameplay systems can be daunting for even the most seasoned veterans, without adding any real substance. Ikenfell by developer Happy Ray Games and publisher Humble Games presents a turn-based tactical RPG with a more accessible system and presentation without losing the strategical enjoyment the genre is known for. Ikenfell begins by introducing players to Mariette, a teenage girl searching for her sister Safina, a witch last seen at a special school for those with magical powers. Mariette, on the other hand, is known as an ordinary, the term given to those without magical gifts. However, early in her search, she realizes that she is just a late bloomer and can cast fire spells. Along your quest, you'll run into other students that know Safina, and will join your party to help unravel the mystery of her disappearance. The majority of Eikenfell takes place directly in or around surrounding the school. This might seem like a limited location, but appearances are a bit deceiving, especially when magic is involved. Enemies will attempt to ambush you while traversing, and many times can be avoided if you're quick enough. If you choose to engage them, a battle screen is initiated where you're given several squares that you can move your characters each turn. Upon first seeing this layout, I was worried there wasn't enough room to move around with a party of 3. However, even though it can be a bit claustrophobic at times, the smaller grid does a good job of keeping the action contained. Without all the empty space that is sometimes found in other tactical RPGs, you are sure that contact will be made with opponents at almost every turn. Timing is essential to successful battles in Ikenfell. Each skill you perform or an enemy performs against you will trigger a time sequence. These time sequences are quick and are typically indicated by a circle or a point of contact with the character. Timed perfectly, you will have the word "great" appear overhead. Missing these prompts can mean losing out on status effects or decreased damage. It's a fun system and one that works really well at keeping you engaged. Thankfully, not all time sequences are created equally. Every skill performed by your party or opponent has unique timing animation sequences, many of which vary drastically. Some are much trickier than others and might take a while to get the timing just right. I found this extremely refreshing, as you encounter several different opponents for every area, each with their own moves. Although it may seem like this would make Ikenfell difficult, it does a smooth job of easing the player in by making consequences of missing timing not that vital at first. If you are unsuccessful during a battle, you have the option of restarting it, or if things are really dire, loading from a previous save point. This isn't to say Ikenfell is a pushover though. Late game battles can last a while, and give you several opportunities to mess up your timing. Leveling up can also take a bit longer compared to many others in the genre. It took about an hour of gameplay for every level achieved. Still, Ikenfell is pretty accessible and forgiving. Most seasoned players probably won't need to grind much if they encounter passing enemies they see. There are also plenty of items and equipment to give your party a boost through some trickier boss fights. While you're given the freedom to explore as you like, your mission is always pretty clear. A message in the pause menu will direct you where to go next, and it's even highlighted on the map itself. Ikenfell does have less straightforward moments, however. There are several puzzles you must solve to advance the plot. Every once in a while, your party will come across memory crystals which show you visions of the past. These moments are what interested me most regarding the story. Giving hints through flashbacks felt pretty effective and motivated me to keep going until I fully understood what happened. These cutscenes actually interested me more than my party and their conversations. While they are by no means badly written, I just couldn't emotionally connect with them as much as I would have liked in a narrative-heavy RPG. That being said, the overall story is enjoyable, especially quirkier moments with NPCs and monsters. Ikenfell is presented in a simple pixel art style, and while it doesn't stand out, everything is extremely clear, and there are some downright cute enemy designs. However, the soundtrack is amazing, blending several different genres and perfectly fits the game's feeling. It's surprising how quickly it can switch from acoustic to electric instruments and still feel cohesive. Ikenfell provides players a charming adventure with a focused battle system that is both fun and engaging. Accompanying it is a superb soundtrack that immerses you in its silly, bizarre world. While I didn't get fully invested in some of the characters, I still enjoyed unraveling the mystery. If you're looking for a cute, tactical RPG that's accessible to new players, but also provides some unique systems for genre lovers, you shouldn't have a problem with letting Ikenfell work its magic on you. Noisy Pixel has given Ikenfell an 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching! Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to bring you news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.